If I choose to work with them, I will find replacement as if my life depends on it. I will not mind replacing 1 star with 3 laggers. If the cost is trust, I don't operate in this. I called the owner of that company and I said, यार मैंने आपको कॉल किया है, एक अजीब सा सवाल, एडवांस में माफी अगर सवाल गलत है, but it is creating a lot of anxiety in our team and it's almost resulting in they pestering your team for renewal, which I am assuming must be already creating some sort of negative emotion on your side. So I want to diffuse it once and for all. Are you guys looking out from us? Do you want to change? जिस कंपनी के फाउंडर को ये लगता है कि कस्टमर तो चिक 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 करता है, कस्टमर तो बकवासी होता है, कस्टमर तो हमेशा गाली देता है, integrity in your team amongst your teammates, amongst your colleagues, I think is non-negotiable. One may feel that it's a virtue to hold. If yes, so be it. But I can tell you that I think star employees or star teammates, people who you work with, people who you hire, and if they are doing extremely well, if they are producing results, like a master, and you feel that you have hit gold with someone, I think it's good. But if you're compromising on their lack of integrity, if you don't think that they are trustworthy, and you still keep them in the system, even though you may want to say that you just need them, there is no other way. Who will do this? How will I get another one? It's so difficult. You can rationalize it as much as you want. But fact is that if you choose to work with brilliant assholes, you're basically doing self-harm. And this self-harm is going to compound for you. And I repeat that. Companies are nothing but projection of their own founders. There is a reason why, an apple continues to be an apple, because Tim Cook grew under Steve Jobs, was a part of the game for long enough. Why is Sundar Pichai or a Satya Nadella, homegrown leader? Why are they taking the legacy forward? Why Mark Zuckerberg is still at the hem of the game? Why the world blew up when Sam Altman was fired and had to be rehired? If you think about it, like it's a big fucking deal. We are talking about a multi-$100 billion company. I mean, do you think that there's no leader in this world that can replace him? Of course, he can. But why does that happen? Because companies become projection of founders, fortunately or unfortunately. Now, the most important thing while running your business that you need to protect all the time is your sanity, is your thoughts, is your experience with the world, is your experience with customers. जिस कंपनी के फाउंडर को ये लगता है कि कस्टमर तो चिक 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 करता है, कस्टमर तो बकवासी होता है, कस्टमर तो हमेशा गाली देता है, कस्टमर तो कभी खुश नहीं होता, हैप्पी कस्टमर इज अ मिथ, एंड यू कैन डू दैट entire monologue that Karthik Aryan did on customers, which he did on a girlfriend. Those people will actually end up building companies that are not customer centric by design. And उसमें उसकी कोई गलती नहीं है. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो कस्टमर, वो एंटाई कस्टमर है, एंटाई कस्टमर नहीं है. But because उसकी conscious understanding of life and उसका experience यही है कि कस्टमर तो ऐसा ही होता है, they will become not so customer centric. Similarly, अब हो क्या रहा है? What this founder is doing wrong? Probably they are getting customers who do a lot of chick. Probably they are getting customers who are only coming for discounts. Probably they are building a service which is poor. So basically it becomes a negative spiral where पहले आप खराब प्रोडक्ट देते हो, कम प्राइस पे देते हो, चीप कस्टमर खरीदता है, उसको प्रॉब्लम आती है, वो गाली देता है, आप बोलते हो इतने में इतना ही मिलेगा, वो बोलता है ऐसे कैसे, तूने प्रॉमिस किया था, तू तो देगा, एंड you are continuously in this fight, and it becomes your life, because when you deal with such class of customers, for large part of your life, then you're like, this is how a customer is, and this is how the life is, and that's it. It's the same when you deal with the wrong employee. आपको आपकी टीम में चाहे कोई एम्प्लॉय स्टार है या नहीं है, अगर आपको उसके साथ ट्रस्ट इश्यूज है बिकॉज उसने कुछ ऐसा किया है जो विच इज ब्रेकिंग इंटेग्रिटी, विच यू फाउंड was not truthful, was not correct, and then you choose to work with them because of your own greed, because you feel, oh shit, I need it, because you have rationalized, no, I'm dependent on it, don't touch him. What you are basically doing is that you are you're consciously experiencing a low trust work environment, and if done long enough, it will settle inside you. That will make you somebody who does not trust anyone quite naturally, because that has been your experience, but still continues to work with them. That means you are going to become limited by your own choice, because then you will not be able to hire 100 people or 500 people, because you stopped trusting. And you stopped trusting because you have evidence. Somebody lied. So but they're also working and they're also delivering the results. So you feel that this is how the life is. People lie and people work, and you make them work and you get work out of them, and then you keep them at bay. And then one day when their utility is over, you're going to chuck them. And that day you will still feel good, because you will say ki chalo bach gaye, iski itni zarurat thi. But fact is that will also leave you with the wrong experience in life, which is the second part of the problem, that use people and throw them. And if you start operating in low trust environment, if you start operating in a use and throw need-based environment, you will never be able to build a good company. You will never be able to build a good organization. Trust is key. My view is that I never work with brilliant assholes. And I call that brilliant asshole because you're talking about a star employee, somebody whose output is great, as desired, brilliant, but still is not trustworthy because they broke trust and it's tapering down continuously. I will chuck them very, very early, or I'll confront them even earlier. I will confront them at the first event, which should be quite a clear indicator that either they shape in or they ship out. And if they ship out, so be it. If I choose to work with them, I will find replacement as if my life depends on it. I will not mind replacing one star with 3 laggards. If the cost is trust, I don't operate in mistrust. I can tell you, a few years back, you're talking about employee. A few years back, there was a customer of ours, 4 years old with us, large company, good name, decent size business for us, not make and break. We outgrew probably the money part, but still decent size. And my team told me that, we work in annual renewals. So my team told me, these guys are looking out for a new software. And I said, aapko malum hai kyun? Sir, nahi. Sir, who told you? Sir, market mein logon ne bataya. Sir, okay. Aap mil ke aaye? So, unhone kya bola? Unhone bola sab badhiya chal raha hai. Okay, confusing. That customer renewed. So team was like, nahi, sahi mein dhoond rahe the. कुछ मिला नहीं होगा. मैंने बोला यार ये कैसे वेरीफाई होगा, पर तुम ना ये अफवाह पे विश्वास मत किया करो, आगे बढ़ो. बट सी व्हाट टीम सेड, कुछ मिला नहीं होगा. मिसट्रस्ट, जस्ट बिकॉज दे हर्ड अ रूमर. नेक्स्ट ईयर सेम थिंग हैपेंड. And this was year 4 of this customer, and the second year of me hearing that they are about to change. And it was giving a lot of anxiety to our account management team. They were like, renewal आएगा नहीं आएगा, तो ये वैसा वाला था कि ये राइट को मारेगी, लेफ्ट को मारेगी, या अल्लाह ये सेंटर में मारेगी. Everybody was trying to play that game. जबकि हमारा काम ये था ही नहीं. हमारा काम उसको अच्छा प्रोडक्ट, अच्छी सर्विस देना था. हमारा काम था उससे सवाल पूछना. Are you happy? Are you not? What else can we do for you? But all the energies were going in predicting. ये renew करेगा, नहीं करेगा, किसी और के पास जाएगा, किसी और को. You know what I did? I basically asked them that, are you sure? He said, पक्की खबर है. These guys are looking out. I said, okay. I called the owner of that company. And I said, यार मैंने आपको कॉल किया है. एक अजीब सा सवाल है. एडवांस में माफ़ी अगर सवाल गलत है. But it is creating a lot of anxiety in our team. And it's almost resulting in they pestering your team for renewal, which I am assuming must be already creating some sort of negative emotion on your side. So I want to diffuse it once and for all. Are you guys looking out from us? Do you want to change? The guy was speechless, like awkward silence for 5 seconds. And he was like, Ashish, actually, not really, but we have hired this new CEO. I said, see, there's no problem. We have worked with you for 4 years. I think I'm less worried about what's your choice. I'm more worried about, is there anything that we can do about it? Is there anything that we did wrong? Can we help you in any way? What are we missing? He said, quite honestly, everything is fine. Fact is that we have a new team, and that new team wants a software that they can control. They can ask for, the features that they want. And your company seems to be bigger than that. And we are probably not big enough customers for you to care. So these guys have chosen a small team that is playing to their whims and fancies. And they are okay with it. And I am kind of allowing them. So I said, have they chosen, or is there something that we can do? He said, Ashish, this is embarrassing. And I'm like really surprised we are having this conversation, but actually they have chosen. So no problems. What we are going to do is, we are going to make sure that your transition happens nicely. Your data is transferred to you correctly. And when you are making this shift, अगर आपको हमारी कोई भी help चाहिए हो, हम available हैं. And ये business call है, ये fair call है. पर मेरी आपसे एक request है. आपका जो भी renewal का part है, वो आप timely pay कर दो. ये condition नहीं है. Nobody is going to hold you ransom. मुझे मालूम है कि आपकी टीम की साइड पे भी ये एंग्जाइटी होगी. What if we keep your data? Don't worry. Your data is safe. Your data is with you. We will give you your data even if you don't pay. If you want, actually, I can get that transferred immediately. But, given that we have spent 4 years together, we appreciate and respect you as a customer. I don't want us to leave on a bad note just because of some, anxiety and insecurity on both sides. The guy was speechless. And he said, I really have nothing to say. Honestly, I'm almost feeling guilty of not making this call to you the same way when I allowed my team to go out and choose another software. I also feel that we are making a wrong move now, because I would ideally want to work with somebody like you who comes out so clear. But it is what it is. So no problems. These are not just hollow words. We'll walk the talk. And we did that. And we moved on. What I did there was not a big thing or a small thing. It was just about not creating an environment of mistrust. उसका रिजल्ट ये हुआ कि हमारी अकाउंट मैनेजमेंट टीम को ये रियलाइज हुआ कि ओके, ऐसे किसी को डेटा दे देने से हम मर नहीं जाएंगे. जितने फैनफेयर के साथ जितने प्यार से कस्टमर को लाया जाता है, उतने ही प्यार से भेज भी सकते हैं. ब्रेकअप जरूरी नहीं है खराब हो. एंड दैट created a much nicer environment. The account manager who was continuously predicting left, right, he actually went there, head held high, to their office, sat with them. In fact, he came back, he said, funnily, Ashish, in last 2 years, this is for the first time when I went to their office, and we had a hearty laugh on things. He said, these guys were super sweet to me for the first time. It is unfortunate that this is happening when they're leaving us. And I said, it is what it is. There is no happy ending to this. ऐसा नहीं है वो customer वापस आ गया, customer चला गया. But point is that I ended up retaining the culture of integrity and authenticity, which is much more important to me. So whether a star or no star, low trust, low integrity employee has no place in your team. It will corrupt you and it will make you useless leader for rest of your life. To save yourself, you should part ways or confront them